right, stand by with Coach U and Chapman Harwood. Bruins getting another win on senior night. Special night, kind of a weird night all the way around, Coach, but we were playing against Toccoa Falls, a team that we're pretty familiar with from earlier this year, and it was a battle down in Georgia. It was a battle here again tonight. So just take me through this one, and what were the key things for us to come away with a win tonight?
And we talked at halftime about the need to get back in transition defense better, and we did. I don't know that we gave up more than 2 transition buckets in the second half. What we did not do well was they hit 3 threes in a row, I believe, and then there was a break, and then they hit 2 in a row, and we can't give up that streak of threes like that. And so we went to man, which really a big part of our zone is the fact that we no longer have Kendall and Daniel, and zone allows us to play our top 7-8 players a little bit more minutes. And they're not great at rebounding out of it yet. They're not great at defending threes out of it yet. And so we had to go to man, and just a change in defenses. We didn't do any man when we played down there last week. And so just that change up really helped. I don't know that they hit, I think maybe they hit 1 3 after we switched to man. And so that was a big momentum shift for us. We did a decent job handling their press. We're going to need to do a little bit better. It's a likely team for us to face in the region tournament, and so we need to be better at that no matter who we face. But we held our turnovers down to 13. On Saturday we were up at 22, and from all my post-game talks, when we're past 15, we're really that's where we really start to hurt ourselves. And a home team in college is supposed to have 12 turnovers, and so for us to have 15, that's a little bit above. But it's obviously something that I can live with. I'm sorry, we had 14. 45% from the 3 almost, and 75% from the free throw line. I picked on them a little bit after the game. We missed a lot of the back ends of the one-on-ones or the 2-shot fouls, and it was just leaving too early and not standing there and holding your form. And those are some easy things, but that was a pretty good free throw shooting performance. But I brought Chap in here because what Chap has meant to this program. He's been, like we said in our pregame, little pregame speech there, Chap's been here for all the highs and lows. He was part of the first region champion, the second region champion, our appearance in the national championship. He was part of the all-time win record my first year, the winning streak of 15 in a row. And then he's also been lows with two knee injuries that may have permanently sidelined. He had every excuse to kind of back out of it and not play anymore. And he just really wanted to come back this year just to be a good teammate because we're so young. He really wanted to be here and influence guys. Before the game, I had each player get up and say what Chap meant to them, and every single one of them talked about how selfless he was and what a great teammate he was. And so he's leaving a legacy of selflessness for somebody to pick up next year, and I'm really proud of what he's done so far this year.
Chap, let's talk a little bit about the game, and then we'll talk some senior stuff after that. But take me through the late stages of the game. What are you saying to the guys as you're coming in and off the floor, and what was key for us down the stretch to be able to keep them off?
I think the big thing with this team is just learning how to win late games. We've been in a couple of late games, and last year we had a lot of the same guys, but we also had 5 seniors that knew how to get it done and they could perform in clutch time. And for these guys to come back at Toccoa, beat them, still hold them off late, and even tonight hold them off late, that just shows how mature we're getting. I really appreciate that because it's kind of frustrating sometimes being out there and me and Dan kind of know what to do, but it's hard to do it. And then seeing those guys do it tonight was really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, take me back over the last 5 seasons. I know some of those seasons you've been watching from the sideline with a knee injury, but kind of collectively as you take in tonight and the ceremony before the game. Obviously, it's not the last time you're going to play here. We still have a couple more home games, but wanted to take some time to celebrate you here tonight. What are the biggest takeaways having played with the Bruins program over the last 5 seasons that you're going to take with you as you graduate this year?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is I added up all the teammates and coaches I've had. I think I've had 5 coaches, like counting assistant coaches. I think 60 teammates and managers, and then I think we did the traveling. It was like 30,000 miles. Like just all those times and seeing, like I told the guys in there wasn't a day go by in these past 5 years, and I'm sure it'll stop. But like after these 5 years, like every day I would wake up any to think about basketball or the program or the guys individually or just collectively. And it wasn't out of things, it was just out of habit. Like, I care about these guys tons, and they know that. And like, that's one thing I tried to leave the most. After getting hurt and seeing like how like maybe just being around bad teammates and good teammates, like I really just want to be around. Like, I really want to be the best teammate I could, and I felt like being that is even encouraging and just being servitude. And honestly, like, I might get in trouble for saying this, but this is probably my favorite team to play on. So
Hey, watch it. We've got a lot of vets who might have something to say.
Not
Like Coach said, you've been here a while.
Yeah.
So, all right, Coach, coming away from this one, we got Erskine on Thursday, a real tough opponent coming in here to the field house. We've been playing really well of late. How do we carry that momentum into Thursday?
Well, this is a game that I just scheduled last week. This was only game number 10 for us. This was game number 18 or 19 for Toccoa. They played twice as many games. Everybody in the NCAA is around the 20 game mark right now. So we have half as many games. So we don't have a chance to get the quality points that we need to really change our standing too much for the postseason. There's just not enough games to do that. And so what I chose to do is try to schedule the toughest opponents we could and just get as much experience as we could going into the region tournament. If we have to play Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I want us to be the most seasoned that I could possibly make us. And so we should have 15 games, I think, by the time we go into the region tournament. Maybe it's 14, I'm sorry. We got 14 games, and so that's why I scheduled Erskine. They were here the other night for a varsity reserve game, and I was there with their coach, and I just said, can you look at and see if we have any dates? Our Pensacola game got canceled because we're not allowed to go overnight, and it's a little bit too far away to drive, and so that's a quality opponent. They're doing really well in D2. They're in a tough conference. Our games are always tough. They're bigger than us, more physical than us, and it's just another chance for us to gain experience in a way that I can't replicate in practice. And so at this point of the year, we don't need a ton more practices. We need a ton of live game experiences in front of fans where the emotions are high, and we have to handle a little bit of pressure, and I think it'll be good for us to do that Thursday night.
All righty. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.